Sagittarius.
Hello Sagittarius, this is your forecast for November 2015, and so we're looking at what is taking place here for you this month. And there's two main focuses that I'm excited to share with you. And the first one is the Venus-Mars aspect. They're sharing the same degree in the sky. We call that a conjunction. For you, that is showing up in your career house. So this means that there is now passion, there's desire, there's this go-getting energy here for you, where Mars is wanting to push ahead, maybe new doors opening up for you. So totally pay attention to what's going on there the first couple of days of November, just to see what that might just represent for you. Some of you already started feeling this here at late October, while both of them were passing over Jupiter, so that might be where some opportunity might have presented itself. Then this could indicate the initiation of, or the new beginning of. Great time to start any kind of new business, new job, that kind of thing. It may also be just the way that you romantically are feeling too. Venus representing love, Mars passion, the two of them together here in the sign of Virgo indicates that while we're passing through this sign, we take on a little bit more maybe of an analytical approach to love, where we tend to think, strategize, organize, analyze those things, which Virgo does so really well. And of course, we're absorbing that energy of Virgo as we're passing through it. But we're only going to have this here until November 8th. Venus will then move into the sign of Libra. Mars is going to follow shortly behind it there on the 12th. Both of them then out of your career area into your social area. The 11th house is always about our hopes, our dreams. You can see how the two of them are going to be working together to start approaching and reaching for those things that are very important to you. And it's also groups and organizations might become a larger part of your consciousness this month. You could come to meet friends, share more time with them, might meet up with new people that can become friends. So you want to see and pay attention to who comes upon your path here this month. Now on the 5th we have the Sun. That is the essence of who you are. This is currently in the 12th house. 12th house is our subconscious self. It's our inner spiritual being. And whenever planets move into this area, we feel a little bit more of a need to kind of pull back and recharge our batteries. So you might just feel, because October was that social, well, the Sun and Mercury was out there, well, now you might just feel the need to kind of pull back and pay attention to what your body says. Then you will always be on the perfect track for it. On the 5th, we have the Sun and Pluto. Pluto being in your 2nd house for money and income. This might just be as you are now kind of pulling more into your shell, your inner self, you might be thinking up new ideas creatively of how you can come to transform, that's a key word of Pluto, how you can come to transform your income. And if you pay attention, you might come up with something that's awesome. Hopefully you will do. Sagittarius, you always have your eyes on that horizon, and that might just open up new visions for you. Especially here when we pay attention to the 10th, because then we have Mercury and Pluto meeting up on the same degree where the Sun was. So you might have had a sense of something on the 5th. Mercury on the 10th is going over that same degree, kind of taking it one step further, deepening it further down, and listening to your inner self on how whatever possibilities could come from it. Also on the 10th, we got the Sun and Jupiter, the Sun being you, and then Jupiter is always very abundant, giving, and whatnot. So you're expanding here this possibility, because Jupiter is in your 10th house for career, and the goals, the aims that you're reaching for. So when the Sun is beaming this area and has been working on your Pluto in the 2nd house, I'm thinking most of you Sagittarians, of course not all of you, because I don't have your private personal chart to look at, but in your solar chart, most of you can come up with something that's close to phenomenal here this month. So pay attention between the 5th and the 13th for anything new coming in to mind. On the 13th, this is where you're going to start looking at the money side of it, because Venus rules money. Saturn is here, perfect aspect to want to lock down and secure something for you. Saturn is in your first house. So you've grown more conscious here just over these last couple of months of the need to secure your being, the need to secure your path, your foundation. And now Venus is coming in. You're looking at money as a part of this. And so I'm thinking if you can get a contract, 13th would be a wonderful time. Some of you might go into an interview, secure it that way through work. Others might be talking to people in the know-how that you can collaborate with and see how that can come together, especially because this on the 13th, your communication is excellent. Your communication is ruled by Mercury, and it's tying into that Jupiter up there in the 10th house for your goals, your aims, your career. And so if you tie it all together and connect the dots, you'll see how everything from the 2nd throughout the 13th is really helping you, trying to get onto a path that can secure you for months and maybe even years to come. On the 20th, say if you have initiated some talks, waiting for feedback, and the feedback yet hasn't come, it's been a week since the 13th, that communication, hold your horses. Try to not reach out and contact whoever that person or group may be. Allow them some time, because you're going to feel a little insecure here between the 20th and 23rd. Venus is squaring up on Pluto, and in order to manifest our dreams, the weakest link of any successful dream is always that last link, right before manifestation. And this is where most people take on a self-sabotage, where they can say to themselves, you know, after I've held the vision for long, then they say, no, I can't do this. No, this isn't going to work. And then they do something to sabotage their own success. That's why I'm saying, hold your horses. You may think it, you may feel it, but don't act on it. Because, see, Venus, you're on the 23rd. Again, your values, things that you're working for, right, is opposing Uranus. And Uranus, it will just let go of anything it feels insecure and just walk away. And so when we have both Pluto and Uranus there, I would say just lay low, you know, and hibernate if you need to, Sagittarius. Yes, so hold your horses if you haven't received the confirmation quite yet, because the 24th will bring it to you. Here's action taking place, Saturn coming in to secure it. What is it securing here on the 24th? The exact same thing that was discussed there on the 13th when Venus was sextile Saturn. It kind of like opened up for all of this talk and the contractual agreements. I'm just saying that metaphorically. You'll have to see where you can place it in your life. But Saturn's coming in on the same degree, taking action on securing it. So you're good to go. And also on the 25th, we get Mercury and Mars. That is you. Your communication, interaction, and taking action on it, which is Mars. And plus, we have the full moon that will bring everything into the picture here that can validate for you and illuminate this area. So that's harvest time, always on a full moon, November 25th. So it's going to work out. So we always get tested on that last link of any project. Do we go for it? Do we fly, or do we flop? Right? Keep that in mind. So listen, when we're looking at Venus, Mars, it's showing up in your 10th house in your solar chart, but they may show up in different areas of your life. And since they're so beautiful together, you might want to go check out your moon or rising sign just to see where they are going to unfold and express themselves. So listen, this is what I have for you here now, Sagittarius, for this month, and I'll see you next time.